title contender. That's the word I want to use. Title contender, James Webb. Obviously, you had your fight against Mr. Radcliffe. That went swimmingly well. And then this came along. So let's talk about the title fight announcement then. When you got the call or the message to say, do you fancy having a fight for the belt? What was the emotion like with that?
Well, I actually found out on New Year's Eve, you know.
Whoa.
I didn't know I was fighting for the belt till then. I knew I was fighting in March. And then it got announced on New Year's Eve to me. And I sort of just made my year, you know. Like, finished it off well. I was ecstatic, you know. Like, I feel very privileged to be fighting for the belt, you know. So I can't wait to go out there. It's 8 days today, you know. I can't wait to go out there and win it.
Well, the crazy thing is that you and Thomas used to be back in BCMMA amateur days. You obviously didn't fight each other, but you know, you two could have easily crossed paths much earlier than you have now, and you kind of came from, you know, you're both from the same kind of let's say roots in your earlier career. So obviously I imagine you must have seen maybe him fight before, or have you met each other on fight events in the past?
I think I think we've fought on the same show a few times. I think he cornered Henrik Lee, maybe, a guy I fought. So I think I've seen him a bit. I've seen him around, you know, like he's. I've seen him about, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd have ever fought him as an amateur because I was always a middleweight and he was a welterweight, you know. So. I think he only just recently made the move up, so I don't think we were going to cross any time soon, almost, you know. Yeah,
it was one of them ones for him. I think it was the cut. It's not worth the cut. He's more, his body's kind of growing into the middleweight kind of bracket, so to speak. And look, same with, like, for example, there's guys on the card that we've seen. Brad Wheeler goes from 155 to 170. John McGuire did it as well. They're both on that same card as yourself. It's a cracking card, this as well. There's some great fights on that, man. Obviously, there is fight, but in general, all the way through the card, there's some great talent.
I think that the card's amazing. It really is good. Like, I think there's a lot of like really good fights on that night. You know, I think even through to through the prelims, I think there's an amateur bout on with another guy that I train with over in Ireland. He's on it. He's very good. So I think the whole thing's going to be amazing. You know, like. I know they've just said they're going to go to the Apollo for their next London show, so I'm hoping that we can maybe see the Indigo out with a bang, you know. So take the belt. And
well, that'll be awesome. And the Apollo is a great arena as well. But let's go back to Radcliffe. You know, Mr. Radcliffe, that was a huge bout because the way it not just the way it finished. He was a dangerous man. You know, he was a dangerous opponent, potential threat to really cause damage. And you were the one who kind of, at first, you were just getting the feeler out for him, seeing what he was offering. You could see him just getting your range, and then all of a sudden you just kind of started to push a bit more, and then you landed. Then you landed that punch that kind of must have hit his equilibrium or something. Just he did not want any of it. I don't know how, or I don't know what happened to him, but it was crazy. Hit him, and then all of a sudden he went, "Yeah, it actually hurt more than I thought. I'm just going to sit down." It was weird, wasn't it, man?
Yeah, I it was a bit surreal, you know, actually. Like, it was all a bit surreal. But yeah, you're right. Like, the first sort of maybe 45 seconds was like a feeling out stage. And then I don't know, I got this thing in me. I just can read it quite early, and I then get very comfortable, you know. Like, there's that 30 seconds to 2 minutes of madness. And I feel like I clocked it quite early. And then I just started doing me. And then all of a sudden I started to, you know, start throwing a bit more and then start moving. Like started coming out to the side and moving, and that ended up me moving out, ended up me landing the right straight, and then I went back in for the left hook, you know, like, you know, like I had full faith in myself, you know, like I know, you know, like it was meant to be a dangerous fight, and he's a dangerous guy, and he is, like he is a very dangerous opponent, you know, he's knocked a lot of people out, but I just have a a belief in myself that I am more dangerous. I think I'm dangerous everywhere. Like, it doesn't matter where we are now. I feel like I've shown that I can wrestle on the cage, I can do it in the open, I can fight on the ground, and I can knock people out. I feel like as a set of top trumps, I think I am dangerous. I think I'm very good everywhere. So
I think that helped though, the fact that you knocked out a guy who's more predominantly known for knocking people out. I think that's what kind of made that statement even greater. Like, if you submitted him, that
yeah,
would be kind of like, yeah, that was great, got a submission, probably the smarter route to go. If anyone was to fight him, the smarter route would possibly be that.
yeah,
But you beat him in, his more favourable kind of way of fighting.
yeah, yeah.
But talk about the emotion after, because you were quite emotional. Almost it was a little bit of a tear,
maybe. There's always emotion. Like, it's just getting to the fight.
Yeah.
And that, I've had like some, same as every fight, they have a little bit of they have the little niggles and the problems, and that's something I had like sort of the back end of last year, and I was never in a position of not fighting. I was never in a position of not fighting. That was never the case, but the case like of being comfortable was questioned quite a lot. How comfortable I was just even fighting, and there was so much that went into that fight. Like say I worked my ass off. I've fucking killed it for this camp. I've been going mad, but I always try and work my ass off. But just that there was so much that went into that. Like the step up to the main event. Like being the main card, that was the first time as well, and being in my hometown, the support I had, the finish, how it went, how early it was, the little things like that played a part in the camp almost. The things that you doubt yourself with sometimes. It was just like a release, and like I spoke to you about before, I said I really like Christmas. I love Christmas. I can't wait for Christmas this year. And for me, that was it. Just sealed the year for me. I just felt like the year was done. My year was complete, and it was just a lot of emotion that I felt like was off my shoulders. And at the moment, it's back there again. There's another weight back there now. So at the end of the year, no doubt, a few tears. Fuck it, eh?
Yeah, mate, it was like, honestly, when you saw it, it was just like all that emotion. I was thinking, I was like, it's going to hit you hard. I thought maybe he's crying because now he can just eat. That's what I was thinking. He can eat whatever he wants now. You can have a pint of beer and a bit of food. That's what he's crying about.
Yeah, maybe there was a little bit of that in there as well. But yeah, I'm not that big on the old drink anymore anyway. You've been
a good boy, aren't you?
Yeah, it's been knocked on the head quite a lot. So the food, that's still an issue maybe on a Sunday.
Well, I was going to say, because you had a holiday, you enjoyed yourself as well over the Christmas period, New Year. Was that just... That must have been good just to kind of get away from it all. Just be a human being, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, I went away twice actually. After the fight, I went away for 3 days to Krakow, and then I come back, reset, and I went back I was back in Ireland. I was training again up until, I think I was back in Ireland for 2 or 3 weeks after, so I was still training. And then I went home in about just before mid-December almost, on a Monday, and I went back to like the pure stuff again. I put the gi on for the whole month pretty much. I did a little bit of no gi, but a lot of my friends back home or teammates back at ZR were getting ready for the Euros,
Yeah.
So I was just like, fuck it, let's just get the gi back on, and I was just helping them get ready. And then I was boxing a lot. I went and started boxing a lot with a guy back in Colchester, So I went back for like about a month. I had to wait for my passport to be renewed, so I had to go to Peterborough for that crap. But for a month, I sort of went back to the pure sports,
Yeah.
And sharpened up my jiu-jitsu. sharpened up my hands. And then once it got to the January again, it was back over, and it was just a case of like getting, it was just a case of getting, not fight fit again, really, because I don't ever get myself into a position where I'm struggling, you know. So it was just a case of like making everything well-rounded almost, you know, like bringing it together. So we come back to Ireland, and then me and Chris sat down and started to like figure out, not necessarily a game plan, but like starting to like everything that I have in my arsenal, start to put things together. And the camp's been fantastic, you know, like I can't knock this camp. I think like a few people are seeing a different like person in me, you know, like I think I've always been quite a big believer in myself, and I think everyone else can see that now, you know, like a lot of people have been telling me I feel like I look like a different person, the way I act, I talk, and my strength conditioning coach thinks like my mindset's like spot on. Chris thinks like I'm in the best place I've ever been, you know, like training's just been going through the roof, my fitness feels through the roof, you know, so I'm in a great spot, you know, and I just, like I said, I've said it a few times about that puzzle, you know, and my puzzle's complete almost, you know, like I have every person in my life that I need is there right now, so I'm just happy, you know, and a happy fighter, dangerous fighter.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, SBG Swords, it seems like they're going from strength to strength. You know, the whole camp as a whole, man. It's great to see it expanded the way it is. The fighters and the development, it's not just for yourself, but just in general. It's always good to see that happen in MMA and see places like that flourish.
Oh, man, it's... I'm pretty speechless when it comes to, like, talking about the gym, actually, if I'm honest with you. It's a bit like... I think it's remarkable what's been happening, and Tom King, he's one of the owners of SBG Swords. Him and Chris are together. He's a black belt over here. He's a fantastic black belt. I think probably the best in the country. He made a tweet the other day about Chris. Like I think out of 27 MMA bouts, the team's won 25.
Oh,
you know?
Wow.
MMA and K1, and that's a hell of a record, and that's like, you know, Amis and pros, but like that's a serious record, you know. 25 out of 27 is in a sport, solid, in a sport where like it's 50-50 almost, you know, like it's very good.
Yeah, because literally anything could happen. Littlest
anything
can happen. Yeah,
it's crazy how much. It like as a student under both of them, and as a fighter, that confidence that I have in them is like I have every confidence in them that what we're doing is the right stuff. I just believe we have the right methods, how we're doing things. The training we do is very smart, you know. It's like we're not knocking the fucking heads off each other, you know. I see it's funny, I just see like in other gyms, people post their videos of their sparring and
they're going full tilt almost, yeah.
The thing is, I was saying this today, I said it last night to Chris, and I said it today to Philip Morpeter. I said, like, they're like bashing each other.
Yeah.
When you go and fight, where do you level up? Like, where is your level up? Because you're just doing it all in the gym. There's no second gear, is there?
Nah.
You know? You're in the gym, like, weighing people in. I find that, like, I don't think I've ever punched anyone that hard in the gym, like, doing rounds. I don't like doing that to people.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I'm there to, like... You know, everyone's there to better themselves, but I'm not there to hurt anybody. But when you go into a fight, I switch it on and I switch it on, and I have them gears, you know, and I train like I said, I just think like our methods are very different, and we train very smartly, you know. So
yeah,
I have full confidence.
We get told off in our place. So I know there's a couple of guys, and they're both, whenever they spar together, I can hear them sparring because they do it to each other because they're both the same. One of them lands a little bit harder. And then the next one, oh, right, well, I'm going to get you back. And I know who it is, and every time I can hear them, and then the coach is over in the corner going, bring it down, 60%. Yeah. You're like, yeah, you know who it is. And you know those people. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, you can land, like, hitting the body, that's fine. You know, because your body, you get over it, you suck it up, you get liver shot, you know, you take a bit. But the head, that's the kind of, you know.
It's a different story. Yeah,
Different story,
it is.
yeah. Just bring it down, taper it off. You know, even if you think
Yeah,
you did hit, even if you did think you hit him too hard, which sometimes it does happen. You don't mean to, but like it's easy for a left hook just to hit the tip of the chin,
yeah.
and not, you don't need a lot in there, and you can wobble him, and you just take it off. You say, right, cool, let's stop it. But there's
No, exactly.
guys,
Yeah,
they just go too heavy, too hard, and you think, what are you doing to each
yeah.
other?
No, exactly. Like what you're doing. Like, there's not. You don't get paid in the gym.
No,
You don't get.
you're
So
paying to be in the gym.
yeah, like it's that's a bit mad, you know. But
Yeah.
like I said, like I just feel like yeah, I think the team where I'm at the moment, like Swords, like the SBG Swords, or just call them Swords. I think we should just call them Swords. Like, I just think they're. I think by this year, I think we're going to be one of the best teams in Europe. I think we're near enough there now, you know. Like,
Peter's killing it, yeah, as well. You know, he's a beast, yeah.
yeah, man, Phil is a beast. You know, as he is an animal. Like, as actually just we're doing some rounds today, some position. I can't take that motherfucker down. He can't hold him down anyway.
No,
He's a savage.
he's a very smart, shrewd
Yeah,
competitor, isn't he? Very good. Yeah.
he's very good. Yeah, he's very good. I was actually a bit, well, yeah, like he's been a massive help for me. Like for the position we're here, you know, he's just got this mad work rate. Like he's always in your face. They're the worst.
Yeah,
Actually, to be honest with
yeah.
you, there's a few pros that I've been sparring with for this fight, and they're all that way, you know, like in your face.
Just constant pressure.
Yeah, but like it bodes well, you know. It bodes well. It works well for me. It's like just I feel just watch what I'm saying here. I feel like by the end of like this year, this team here is going to be making some big waves, you know, like really big waves. So
Yeah, I'm with you. I agree because I paid attention last year, and then I've
yeah,
just been keeping the tabs on it, just keeping tabs on the way it's going, the way everyone's training. And it's phenomenal. It's good. It's beautiful to see it. You know, because obviously I'm an ambassador for MMA, so to see gyms
exactly
go like that, it's just what you want to see, mate. Because obviously
It's
everyone's
just
got the big gyms, but it's always good to see everyone else grow as well.
it's a real team. If I'm honest with you, there's a real team vibe here.
Yeah,
Like everyone is everyone's friend.
yeah,
There's a real great vibe from the coaches to the guys that just walk in the door. Like everyone feels welcome, and that's what you need. Like, you know, like that the classes are like the fantastic. Like the vibe you get in the gym is, you just don't get that many places, you know. And I think that it's all rubbing off on each other, you know. Like, no one, you know, like it's just a great place to be, you know. And it's very fortunate that I'm there, you know. Very fortunate. So.
yeah. And look, it's going to be. You've got the right people around you for this title fight. Like, ladies and gentlemen, you got this man here, James Webb, who's fighting Thomas Robertsen on a second watch. Great title fight, fantastic matchup. It's going to be huge. It's going to be great. You can watch it on BT Sport, UFC Fight Pass. So, man, I can't wait. I can't wait to watch this. This card in general, like we said before, stacked. It's going to be. I'm going to sit at home with a cup of tea. I might have a couple of biscuits, and I'm going to be just happy as Larry. I'm wanting to do the, I think it's a Manchester Open BJJ comp in April. I want to do that, and I'm like trying to pick a weight class, but I'm thinking, oh man, wouldn't mind a pack of biscuits while I'm watching that fight card. So I'll have to decide what weight class I want to go at. I might just have to go in the larger group and just forget the cutting.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong, yeah, exactly. Don't need BJJ, don't need it, you know, nothing wrong with it. A belly helps, especially when you just gonna get body triangles on you then.
Maybe,
what about what about then? Give us your sponsors, people who helped you out in the fight camps. They're important.
They are very important. Yeah, so like obviously SBG Swords, the Irish Strength Institute, my brother again, Stephen Webb and Son Roofing. Have J. Putney and Son Construction. Said that right, I think. Cafe Provence over here in Ireland. They look after me with my meals and stuff, keep me going. Advocate Finance as well. Advocate Finance, another one. Chopped as well. Give me a free salad a day, so it keeps the weight down.
Nice, yeah.
I think. That's me, I think.
Okay. Obviously, SBG Swords, their boys there. You've got your superstar missus, you know, the next Adele, let's say. You know?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong there. No. Well, I can't thank her as a sponsor. Like
No, I
she
just mean
got.
as a person, you know,
Oh,
you
but
know,
yeah,
so, yeah,
she got stuck with me now, so that's not a sponsor.
yeah.
That's that's
She needs a sponsor to talk to about you.
yeah, that's like I can't think of how to say it, but that contract has been signed for life, so she can't. There's no back out now. She has to stay there. So.
um, and obviously, anyone else you want to give a shout out and a mention to, mate? And obviously, then last but not least, in your social media.
There's no one in particular I want to give a shout out to. Everyone knows who they are in my life, you know. So the guys that are with me, my friends, family, my girlfriend, as always, you know, my coaches, everyone here,
Yeah.
everyone at home, they know who they are, you know. Like they know how much I appreciate them. They know, like I know what they do for me, and I'll return that next week. You know, I'll bring some gold back. You know, that's the aim.
Nice, nice.
So.
And social media, mate?
Social media, I think I changed my Twitter now, so I'm James Webb MMA on Twitter. I got told to change that by Chris. Yeah, and then on Instagram, I am Poderoso MMA.
Oh, right,
That is
keeping that
me.
one. Okay, cool. So,
Yeah, I don't
jump
see
on
why. I don't really want to change them, you know. So,
that.
but
He
I'm
made you.
made to, yeah.
And look,
So
James, have a great fight, mate. Can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
I can't wait either.
Enjoy yourself,
Trust me.
and as always, Cage Warriors look after you. So I can't wait to
Yeah,
see it now. Neither can anyone else, really. It's a fight everyone's anticipating.
yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to go out there and win. So it's going to be another finish. Put it that way. It'll be another finish. Very excited.